I still have the old dot bloom. Bloom. I have, yeah, I called them bloom final 2, bloom final 3, and bloom vertical. Bloom composition. Like this is how I did it. I created like here. How did I do that? So essentially I need 2 programs, right? A vertical and a horizontal program. We need a vertical bloom and a horizontal bloom. And that is literally exactly the same. What is the difference between the two? Multiplied by 2. Texture size. Texture offset. Is this literally the only difference? By 4? It's the size of a single texture. What do you use to draw SFML? I'm using Bloom. Goddamn, I'm so tired of this shit. I'm so tired of this shit. Man, I was so happy, you know. I felt like a pro programming in this fucking advanced Bloom, you know. I was hack commands doing this shit, and then I look at the result and I see a bunch of boxes. Boxes! Why? God damn it! God. Okay, but we have the old Bloom. We just need to understand what we did. I think this get the size of a single texel is the same thing that we do here with the source resolution. Looking at it right now. My Bloom always looks like shit as well. So I have like some of these. Thank you very much for following. It's just a difference of average. But you have to do it in 2 passes, because if you do it in a single pass, it will produce wrong results. Just a small break. You know, stress eating. Perfect solution. I love it. What is that? I know some dry stuff. Dry, salty stuff. Do you know why those boxes are there? No, I don't understand the math, nor will I ever try to understand the math. I don't care, it's shit. It has to go. Boxes equals dumb and bad. They have to go. What is causing that? I don't know. Jesus, maybe. No clue. Who cares? Have an idea. While we calm down a little bit, you know. I have old code. C++ implementations, and then we have Vulkan. Old. The latest date. Vulkan. VK renderer. This one. Thank you that you're opening up in this Visual Studio if you instead of opening it up in a new window, you fucking dumbass! I need to remember how I did the Bloom. You guys think that my OpenGL renderer has a lot of stuff? Has a lot of lines of code? Let's see, how much is this? 1,000 lines of code? You want to see Vulkan renderer? 1,500? We're not even in the rendering loop. 1,000. And you have to realize that I split this up into multiple files, right? This is not one file. I'm calling a lot of different functions here that are not even implemented in this, right? Okay, VK destroy image is... No, actually that is... Yeah. VK destroy image, for example, is my own function. Hot reload LUG, yeah, stuff like this. Hot reload textures, oh yeah. Reload shaders, oh yeah. VK init, yeah, sure. Yep. Where's the VK render? Oh god, I hate this. Create swap chain. Oh god, where's the VK render? Oh god, reload, yeah, get yellow, yeah. Sort transparent, VK render, there we go. We need to look at Bloom. Transforms and draw calls. Program type, yeah. Trails. Opaque, post-processing, opaque. Game transparent. There's gotta be Bloom. Ah, yeah, of course, there's no Bloom. Because it's not that easy, right? Render loop opaque objects. Begin render pass. Render command. There we go. Bloom pass 1. Okay. Look at this code, man. Ah, I thought I'd never have to see that shit again. We start with vertical and we set the Bloom image size. I have absolutely no idea. That's some tasty Vulkan right there. Oh my god, I hate it! It's too much code. Hello there, Travis Roman. I know you like Vulkan a lot. I don't. I hate it now. Begin render pass, begin pipeline, bind descriptor, draw indexed, end render pass, update descriptor. Cakez has a good looking camera now. Thank you, man. Thank you very much, bro. I appreciate it, bro. Thank you. I don't know. Get the size of a single texture. Well, I guess we have to experiment. Bloom image. So the texture size of this bloom image by the vertical has to be multiplied by 4. If I... where do we see the bloom image? Swap chain images, vertical bloom frame buffers, frame buffer. Okay, so... wait, where's the output? Bloom vertical, bloom color vertical. It's only too much in the beginning. Well, okay. Okay. Then how long is the beginning? I've programmed in Vulkan for 2 years. Am I still in the beginning? 3,000 lines XD. This is not... No. This is not 3,000. Okay, this is just one file. Okay, you want to see the rest? Why are you not showing me the folder? We also have this line. This file. That is another 600. And I don't know why you put that there, because you're stupid. Then we have VK create. That helps me create objects. That's another... oh, 600. Oh, yeah, that's okay. Oh, shader util to shader reflect stuff. 300. Okay. Vulkan types. 200. Okay. And the last one, VK util. Utility functions. 140. Blabbering. Gamba. Even more lines. Anyways, Let's take a look at the Bloom article. If horizontal, we can merge this into one.
Gotcha, bitch.
But how does he do that? How's the size of each one of these? 2 color buffers, texture to 3, source width, source height. Okay. Wait. In my Vulkan code, thank you very much for following, Zeka. Mine total is maybe 4,500 lines, but quite a bit of it isn't actual Vulkan, to be fair, and a lot of it is the scripter management. Yeah. So I don't know how you do your material system in your game or engine, because that one had me like locked up for months. I have written down maybe like 20 different ways of making a material system in Vulkan because of all of the descriptors and updating descriptors and then flushing the descriptor sets to the pipeline and stuff like that. Like, it was insane because, you know, sometimes you have additive blending and then that's baked into the pipeline and you're like, shit, now I have to change the pipeline. Do I have to redo the pipeline? Do I have 2 pipelines with additive and normal blending? I'm pretty sure I put it at the top. Right? PK context, Bloom image size. Oh man, fuck. I don't even remember where I put this. Bloom image size, do I use this? Divided by 60, by 4. Aha. So we can already, aha. But we have to start with the real image. I think. Yeah. So we draw something to the out. We start with the real image, right? We start with this. Where is it? Texture VR. We start. Close this. In the very beginning, output. This is going to be our bloom buffer, the same size as our screen, 1920 by 1080. That is the bloom buffer. That is where we begin. Everything in this image will be bloomified. And then we can start with an arbitrary size. We don't have to go divided by 2, divided by 2, divided by 2. We can start with divided by 4, and we can define this size. Right, for example, we could say we start with 480. And it will just work. We just need to set the correct size. And we need to set the correct... I think we can do it. Okay. Let's just use the brain. Wait, can we do this very easily? Is this possible to do this very, very easily? It took me a few tries, but ultimately it seems to work. Ultimately, it was mostly about splitting scoping of uniforms. So let's say you have a material, right? Maybe you have shininess in your engine, Travis. Is that part of one material? And then if you, let's say you have 2 materials, one of them has a shininess of, I don't know what values you have, let's say 2, and the other one has a shininess of 3. I don't know if these are correct values, but these are 2 different materials, right? Now, you need to have an array of those, right? And then maybe in the material you also store color. Because that is what I would do. I would create a material, then put shininess and color in there, and I gonna reflection. I love OBS. I love OpenGL. This is so easy. God, I love being back to C++ programming. This is so great. I've lost this. I've missed this so much. This is great. Yes. Input UVs. I guess we need the UVs. So we need to turn this into a UV coordinate, huh? We get the texture coordinates here. That's how they work. So we need to convert that. Also, we don't include anything and we don't do version at all. Am I the only one who thinks Cakez is on something? I'm not on anything, bro. I don't do drugs. I don't drink alcohol at all. I only ate this. And I had coffee earlier on, but it's still half full. Wanna see? I'm not gonna show you everything because I'm gonna spill it again. Shit, already spilled it. Fuck! Salmonella? No. Gets size or gets the size of a single texel. Texture offset. He's just scared by Finanzamt? No. And Zeka, I missed you earlier. Thank you very much for following, man. I really appreciate the support, bro. Thank you so much. Alright, let's turn on the brains. What is this texture offset doing, guys? Texture offset. He's doing that, right? On the website? Yeah. Get the size of a single texel. Texture size. If we sample down into a smaller image, then we should be able to just texture size the source texture, right? Why do I multiply this by 4? I divide it by 4 and then I multiply this up again. So, like, okay. Let's do the SRC texture. So this is what I had before in Vulkan, right? And so the texture size of the source texture was 480 by 270. Okay, and then multiplied by 4 is resulting in 1920 again by 1080. But why? And then I divide 1 by this. Why? It worked, but why? I'm just gonna do this. Just like he is doing. Oops, sorry. Current fragments contribution. Then we do... Is this how we do texture size? Shouldn't we just do UVs? Oh no, texture size is something. You probably wanted to increase the spread of the blur bloom. Oh, I see. Cakes, do you often succeed just by brute forcing code? Listen, man, everything I do is brute force. What are you talking about? I would have had no code if I did brute force anything. Yeah. I do. Hmm? Hmm. 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 Tutorials don't work for me. For some reason. I followed tutorial to a T. That's what it looks like. What am I supposed to do? I can't use this. This is not Bloom. This is shit. I'm unhappy. This is not good. I'm gonna use a boolean because this is really... I love this. This is really cool. Bool. Vertical. Haha! Which means... we could do an if-else here. God, I love this. Okay, sorry. Okay, what is the difference? X, comma null, comma 0? Really? Really? Hello, Diamond. Okay, let's see. Vertical. Up and down. So that is, yeah, if vertical. Then we do this, otherwise we do that. This is cool. Finally I see a code stream where the code isn't just Python. I love C++, man. I just love this. I don't think there's anything better in this world than C++. But we'll try out Zig on Wednesday. No, on Friday. We'll try out Zig on Friday. Maybe it's good. People told me Zig is really good. Is that true? Bloom color vertical. This is called the downsample. I'm interested in how that will work. Alright, so I did a bunch of code and I have no clue if this works. It probably won't, but we'll have a source texture here, and this is a wrong comment. This is of varying size. We still have this question here. But what we essentially what we are doing is we are taking an image as a texture. For example, this image right here. Okay, you see this? This is just some draw calls land into this tool, which is our base for bloom, right? We want to bloomify this star, for example. And so we take this texture and we index into this texture by doing some sort of blur vertically and horizontally. And then we are writing this result, the blurred result, into another texture that is of smaller size. So for example, the first output that we will do is into an image of 480 by 272, 4 times smaller. We're basically doing the same thing as we do here, but in better. Right, this is trying to simulate the same thing. You see this? But we are doing it in better and with less iterations than this. That's it! That doesn't work and looks like this. That is what we are trying to do. And so the first step was to create this shader. Now we need to create... We already have in one image. We need to create the bloom images correctly. So basically, if we want to have, let's say we want to have 2 MIP levels. We also, I think we need a const expression vector 2 bloom sizes. Bloom image sizes or something. And so let's say we have 480 by 270. And then I guess the next one would be const expression abusers. Why? That's good. Well, thank you very much for following C Ninja 1. I appreciate it very much, bro. Thank you, sir. Let's divide this by 2. I can do this in my head. So 240 by 135. I have no clue, man. I divided this by 4, then I divided this by 8. So dividing by 8, 2 times 4 is 8, I think, right? And then I divided it by 16 in the engine. So that is another divided by 2, so that would be 120, and this doesn't even work anymore. Let's just do 2 for now. And then I guess we don't have the MIP levels, we just have how many entries we have in here. Collector of stuff. Question mark, yeah. Ask him static const expression. Const expression abusers. This is so good, man. I love this. This can only happen in a programming stream, man. Bloom image sizes. Does this work? Oh my god, I love this programming language. It is so fucking good. Static array. MIP. Wait, MIP. MIP. Shit, I forgot the name. Bloom image. I see, of course. Bloom image sizes. Okay, we need to generate a texture of... We get the size and then we set that size here. Oh, I love this. I love programming in OpenGL. It's so easy. Bloom textures. So we only need 1 of this. That is the cool thing. I don't think we need 2. Wait, actually, yeah, we only need 1. So that. We don't need the divisor anymore. Why is it good exactly? OpenGL, because you can iterate very fast. The first bloom iteration that you saw here in Vulkan, this one, this bloom iteration, took me 4 days, I think. 4 or 5 days. Something like this. And I'm on day 2, where I do 2 iterations of bloom. We did the advanced bloom today that looks absolute garbage, like this. And I'm done day 2, and now we are switching back to the previous bloom, which is much easier to implement and faster. Just gonna... Probably nearest, right? But we'll have to think about those 2. We don't need this. We don't need this at all, actually. But I guess we should activate it so we don't overwrite anything. Texture 5 is for bloom. Find the newly created texture. All future textures will modify functions. Yeah. Size, unsigned byte, parameter. Okay. Now that we have these images, we have a bloom frame buffer. Yeah, this is where we have to use a little bit of our brain here. Bloom sample program ID. We need to start slow again. Down sample program. I need to delete some code, otherwise it makes no sense. We need a program for sure. I think we call it bloom down sample program. I think that's fine. Let's get this gone. Different techniques. Old box was block spur. New one is COD text presentation. Call of Duty text presentation. Yeah, but it doesn't work. That's what it looks like. It might only work with... I don't know why it doesn't work, to be honest. Also, the blur is a little bit too far to the right. It's like shifted to the right, which makes it look bad as well. Give me 2 hour 8. Okay, bro. There you go. See you in 2 hours. Yeah, he needs to program on his game, you know, and he's too distracted by the stream. Hi guys, Mr. Shabib. Hello there on YouTube. I really like this bloom effect. Let's see. That's the same we do here. Yeah. We're going to do this effect as well. Yeah. We're actually doing the same thing. Yeah, this is the upsample. Wait, no, wait. Which one is the upsample? If not defined, I hate that. If not defined up. If not defined. I just... Yeah, anyways, this is what we're gonna do, exactly. We are doing this blur as well. Yep. Source resolution. Actually, we need to get a different location now. Vertical. Alright, so we create a vertical bloom shader. And we'll probably rename this to bloom, by the way, soon. Or downsample bloom, something like that. And then we have the downsample program. The fragment shader, wait, not the fragment shader, the frame buffer should be fine. Game frame buffer, it has a color attachment from the bloom texture IDs. Wait a second. I see. This is bad, by the way, what I'm doing here. This is really bad. Because the screen size or the original size could be different. Shit. It doesn't work anymore. If I resize my screen. Well, we'll not resize it first. Good morning, Crazy Coder. Hey, learning OpenGL. Hello there, bro. On YouTube. Yeah, we'll have to make this better, because if I resize my screen, this will break. Viewport size. Viewport is the output size, right? Frame buffer +1. Maybe use a variable with user resolution and work with it and divide it by 2 and 2. Yeah, I'll probably do that. And then we need to set the vertical ID. This is a little bit too much, brothers. Okay, maybe this is a bit better. True, and this is uniform. 1 decimal number, right? One decimal number. So this is D for decimal. Vertical is true. Viewport size. Bind texture, bloom texture IDs, bind texture, active texture. Render quad. We don't need to set the viewport again. And we don't need to set the frame buffer texture again. We just need to draw. I think this is it. It's probably not gonna work the first time, but maybe it will. Do you use Vim keybinds? Yeah, I use Vim keybinds to ease the strain on my wrists and fingers. It's really... I couldn't link. Linker failed. Clang ++ why? The stupid free type linking warning errors are really annoying. Now I can't really tell which one is the error. Unresolved external symbol. PDB was... Oh, wait. Unresolved external symbol. Which one is it? Unresolved external symbol. GL render. Was not found. Ah. No. That's not what the error said. Linker failed with exit code this, and then it says error, unresolved external symbol. GL render. Uniform 1D, unreferenced in function. Okay, oh, I see. Uniform 1D doesn't exist. Boolean OpenGL finally. Oh god, is this small. D is for double, not decimal. Aha, so it's I for integer then. I love how helpful and insightful C++ errors are, almost good as Python. I don't know what your problem is. It actually tells you exactly what the problem is. Okay, cool. Oh, wait. Of course. Okay. We'll have to do something about the free type linking errors, but let's see what happens here. Okay, so nothing is wrong. This is a good sign that maybe the downsampling works. Let's take a look in render.doc. No. 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 Launch. Yes, please. Launch. No. Just launch, bro. F12. Please tell me this works, man. This would be so cool. It doesn't work, by the way. God damn it. Wait. Wait. Vulcan, go away. Where's my code? Did I accidentally close my code? Lol? Open. Apparently. It got yoinked. This is already a UV coordinate. I'm supplying UVs here. So I don't need to turn this into a UV. It works already. That might have been the issue why it didn't show up in the render doc. Stop asking me to save. No, I don't want to save. Aha! It is blurring. Oops. It's blurring, but in the wrong... Huh. Why is it not merging this? Why is it not merging this? Can someone explain this? You need to upsample this back. No, yeah, skill issue. Of course, it's always a skill issue. Cakez has a question. Oh, guys, why is this? Oh, Cakez, it's a skill issue. Ha 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 ha! So original. Fucking bitch. Yeah, we need to upsample in the next step, yeah. So, I'm a bit confused. This is where I'm writing to the frame buffer, right? My result. And it looks like we are actually... We're doing a very good job with... what is it called? With this. It is, how do you call that? Nah. It is doing this correctly, however, it is not applying both filters. Why? I write to this once, and then it overwrites everything here. I know why. Check Discord DMs auf der Stream. Okay. No, it's no. This has got to be it. This has to be it. I have hot shader reloading, I think. It just won't reload. We have to restart this. There's no way. I don't have hot shader reloading yet. At least for this shader. Please tell me this works. Do I need to enable blending for this to work? Maybe my blending operation is wrong. In the rendering operation here, I disable blending. Actually. Yeah, before the merging part. I need to enable blending before the merging part. Blending is disabled here too. Maybe I should enable that though. I don't know what type of blending I should be doing it, but maybe that is it. And then in the shader, we don't do discard. His wife would send the Albanian mafia after me. I sent you. What? Before merging part. How is Bloom working out? Getting closer. If we have the down sample done, then the up sample will be easy. Okay. I said we're getting closer, okay? We're not done yet. Finally succeeded with Bloom? Not yet. Not yet. We're still working on that part. Getting closer though. Wow. Wow, we get absolutely nothing. Wow. Interesting. Blending. Additive blending was before, so maybe we should do this as well. I'm just adding stuff on top. How can Bloom take so much time? Well, when Bloom in a tutorial doesn't give you the correct results for pixel art, then it can take that much time. When you're following a tutorial, that is dog shit. That's how, bro. So it seems like additive or blending just with black doesn't work. Destination color, source color, this blend function is wrong. We need a different blend function, normal blending. How about this? Normal blending. Right on time, 20 minutes. Really, he literally waited. Like, maybe he has like a clock next to his. C++ is Epoch's thing, right? Super GDK on YouTube asks. C++ is awesome. Yeah, that is true. This is the only programming language, or yeah, programming language that I could stick with for longer periods of time. Apart from my job previously, in which I had to use PHP and JavaScript. But I didn't like it as much as C++. And currently we are brute forcing Bloom. It's overwriting it, guys. It overwrites the image, so I need to read the article again. Okay, horizontal sampler to the image. For texture image, texture parameter, bind texture, amount, shader blur loose, use, shader blur set into horizontal, bind texture, horizontal true, first iteration true. Where is this first iteration coming into place? First iteration, it uses color buffers on one. I see. So essentially it has two textures for each level. The horizontal blur and the vertical blur. That's what it's doing. So we have two different textures. It looks like I cannot, for some reason. That's a bit odd, but I can't. Why can I not? Each iteration we bind one of the two frame buffers based on whether we want to blur horizontally or vertically, and bind the other frame buffer's color buffer as the texture to blur. The first iteration we specifically bind the texture we'd like to blur, as both color buffers would else end up empty. By repeating this process 10 times, the brightness image ends up with a complete Gaussian blur that was repeated 5 times. This construct allows us to blur any image as often as we like. The more Gaussian blur iterations, the stronger the blur. Maybe this is the bug I was talking earlier. I had to do GL activate texture before the blur part. You can compute capture first frame, then see if it looks there. Capture 0 being the color buffer. Oh, I'm activating the texture already. I'm using the correct texture. Let me see. The blur program goes through all of the MIP levels and it uses the first bloom image first in texture slot 5, and then it writes to the next bloom image. This is what we set here, and then we draw, then we set vertical to false, and then we draw again in the same to the same frame buffer effectively. So we take the same source and write to the same destination twice. But this second write to the destination overwrites the contents of the first write. See that? And I'm trying to figure out, and I know why that happens. You know, the reason why this happens is because in the shader, we are always writing. And if this result is black, which is what happens when we only blur in, let's say, horizontal lines, this stuff right here is black, aka 0, and we don't discard this, meaning we are... I think I need to clear the texture first, maybe then discard will work. But we are still writing it. Let's see. How do we clear? GL clear color. After we bind a frame buffer. Okay. Hello, Poppy the doggo. And we need to clear this to black. Okay, maybe that helps. It's because you are reading and writing to the same render target? As far as I know, you should be ping-ponging between two textures. I can't read-write to a render target at the same time. Yeah, I agree. You can't do that, but I'm not doing it. I'm essentially doing this. Let's do a paint. I'll show you. Right? This is what I have. Okay. I have two images. This is what I have. And in the first image, you know, I have some stars. Let's make real stars here. I have some stars, right? That's what we currently have. You know, some are bigger, some are smaller. That is the first image. And the dimensions of the first image is 1920 by 1080. Okay. And the dimensions of this image is 480 by 270. Okay, that is my bloom image. Bloom underscore vertical. Or let's say bloom downsample. Bloom downsample. Down. Bloom downsample. Let's move this a little bit here. Okay. And the issue is that I'm writing from left to right twice. Yeah, so in the first iteration, I'm writing to here. And I do it vertically. So I take this star right here. And I make it a little bit. I stretch it a little bit. Right? Like this. And I, oops. And I do, hey, stop. And I do this with every single star. So we are stretching it, let's say vertically, right? All of these are stretched vertically. That is the first, oops, that is the first, oh, stop it. That is the first iteration. Ah, yeah, we have this one here too. And now the next iteration is I do this again, but horizontally. So I take this star and I want to stretch it horizontally, right? Something like this. So it's stretched in. Why are you keep doing that, man? Just let me fucking move this, bitch. Okay. But what ends up happening is, while I'm stretching it vertically, it also writes black pixels all over. You're fucking kidding me. I just don't know. It also writes black pixels here because it's overwriting the previous image. And so I tried to do blending where instead of overwriting these black pixels, it is supposed to add them on top. But that doesn't work. Shouldn't you stretch the already horizontal stretched ones? Oh, so you mean... I see. I see. I should stretch... You're telling me I should stretch this image. Wait, let me see how the algorithm works for real. First iteration, color buffers on 1, ping pong buffers. Blur horizontally, then vertically. So we take this horizontal blur image, the result, and we blur this vertically. Correct? I see, so I have to change my data around. Okay. I get it now. Thank you very much. Yeah, that was helpful. Left to right, then back to left. I think I have an idea on how to do it. Thank you very much, man. We have vertical and horizontal texture IDs. That should give me an error everywhere I use it. Then there will be artifacts? No, because of this low quality. No, there won't be artifacts because we are using linear filtering. Horizontal? Really? Fuck. Thank you. Okay, bloom textures. Generate texture. We need to generate 2 textures. Okay. Horizontal. Texture. Guys, I've been programming for a bit, okay? My brain is starting to go mush. What are artifacts? I don't know yet, Laurentius, but it should work. Ah, goodness, texture IDs. Alright, bloom. Blah, blah, blah. Would you mind explaining linear filtering phase? It's a common option in games actually. Linear filtering, please. Linear filtering is when you take a picture that is your texture and you want to apply that texture onto a quad in the game, let's say. That's the easiest not operation. Use case. That's the easiest use case. And that texture, let's say, is smaller in size than the quad in the game. Then linear filtering will take a look at a pixel or texel, that is what texture pixel, texel, that's where the name texel comes from, will take a look at the texel in the image and then apply linear filtering based on the surrounding texels to determine the color that it needs to put out. So if it falls between, you can think of it like this. I don't know how to mix colors, so if I mix the colors wrong, then whatever, right? I've never mixed colors. So if this is your image, right? If this is your image and it only consists of 2 colors, right? One of them is, I don't know if that results in brown. If it doesn't, then yeah, who cares? Great. So let me get that done here real quick. If this is your texture, right? And I can't do a gradient, can I? And this is your quad in the game. Then if you want to apply this texture to this quad using linear filtering, then it would look something like this. You would have yellow here, a little less yellow as you go in the middle, and you would have orange here. A lot of orange here, and a little less as you go in the middle, but here it would mix, right? Here it would mix too. I don't know if yellow and orange get brown, but here you would get brown. That is linear filtering. It is basically generating a color based on these 2 colors, based on how far the point, because you see this quad, right, is also separated into pixels on, let's say, your screen or render target. Let's say you use your screen as a render target. Then you have 1980 pixels and 1920 pixels here and 1080 pixels on Y. And so if you take a pixel and try to map that into a texel, you, let's say for the first one, you'll end up somewhere here, which is, let's say, 90% yellow and, I don't know, 5% orange. Thanks, Cakez. Cool to understand. Do you know other types of filters as well, like anisotropic? Nah, I just don't use those. No. I only know linear filtering, and that's enough for me. Mm-hmm. So I think we have this correctly now. We have vertical and horizontal bloom textures. And then the frame buffer we create above, I think, right? This one is correct. And I think the only thing we need to do is yeah, I see. Wait, we need 1 texture. Bloom rendering, we have those 2. Vertical ID, we need that. Bloom downsample program, yeah. Then GL uint. Bloom texture ID, and then instead of this we assign the bloom texture ID, but We need to generate that too. Thanks, Cakez. Bet you can do good shots from these small explanations. I can. I set a marker for when I get to editing this recording. I can. Hello, Coffee Lava. How's it going, man? Hope you're doing good, brother. Hello, my man! Coffee Lava, hello! Ow. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, God. That was close. Dev texture for the game. Yeah, we just need to generate one more texture. The game, where's the game texture? Generate game texture. Yeah. Give an empty image to OpenGL. Bloom textures. Yeah, we need to generate. We need to generate a bloom texture. And then we need to activate it in slot 5. Cakez, do you think you'd be able to write a ray tracer with time? Of course, yeah. I mean, you just learn how to do it. Oh, sorry. Listen, if I can make a Vulkan engine, I can make a ray tracer. Vulkan was the hardest thing in my life. And that worked out too. We write to this texture from the game. We also game and use it as a base to do bloom down sampling. There we go. This is the base. And bloom texture ID, texture size, game texture size. There we go. Not sure how resizing works then. How does resizing my game work? I can resize my game. Look. How does this work? I'm confused. I'm hard coding a size here. 1920. Why does this work? In Vulkan, this would have crashed 10,000 times. Look at this. Just works. I'm so confused. Technically, it didn't work out. The global illumination code. Yeah, there's probably a code example for that. And then it just works. Game Boy Color port now. Okay, so we now have everything we need. Now we just need to change the loop at the bottom here. And we should be good. Bloom program. We don't do any blending, I think. We bind the bloom frame buffer. Then we, at the outside, we bind the bloom texture. As a texture to read. We read from this. Right? This is what we write to from within the game. We clear the frame buffer, yeah. Do we need to clear the frame buffer? I don't think we do. I asked Cakez because maybe already, because Cakez maybe already has a good feeling of what kind of effects would be weirdly hard to write yourself. No, not really. Yeah. Sanket's brush, hello there, bro. You double wave, hello, bro. Activate texture slot 5, bind texture and the bloom texture. Then we go through the mid levels. We set the viewport size to the sizes. Not +1. Then we go through image size. And then we, let's see, we set vertical to true. We set the viewport size. Actually, we set the viewport size once. We set the viewport size, then we set vertical to true. We bind a texture. And this is where it is interesting. We bind bloom vertical first, right? And then we bind horizontal. Listen. Horizontal. Yeah. Now the big problem is... Oh yeah, I know. No. And in this one, we need to set... We need to bind the texture. Yeah. Here we bind the vertical texture. Yes, we bind the vertical texture to read from because we write into the horizontal texture. Are you playing last Epoch on release tomorrow, Cakez? Yes, I am, bro. When does it release tomorrow? Do you know the time? Hopefully not in the evening, man. 5 PM? Oh my god, this is the worst time to release the game. Maybe 6 PM for you? Eh? Nice texture, bro. Listen, okay. By the way, is Godot project dead? Hello, Inukai. Long time no see. Shouldn't you stretch already horizontal? I didn't even notice that it was you, Inukai, on YouTube. Hello there, bro. The Godot project is dead for now, yes. If you want to know why, look at this link. Where the fuck is this link, man? That's why it is dead. Yeah. In short, I wasn't having fun. Interesting. It shouldn't show up anything, but okay. Hello there, Nutty Gold. How's it going, bro? We are currently trying to fix Bloom. Getting close to a real version of Bloom. Let's see. Let's take a look. We have this as an output. Yeah. Then we have this as an output. We stretch along the x-axis, and then we stretch. It stretches it too much. This is too much. This is stretched too much. Why is it stretching it so much? Wait, the input, yeah. Ah, yeah, okay, so the input for this is correct, but the output is wrong. I see. I see. I get it now. So I understand. In the shader, this offset is, first it is 1920 and then it is 480. That's why. Aspect ratio, it is because the size of this texture changes. And I don't think it's doing that in this iteration, in this image. So essentially, if we do Control Z, does this work? Yeah. So essentially what happens is we have this image here, we write into the smaller image, but then we take the 480 image as this image and write into the same again, which turns this texture offset into a different number than it was before. So this texture offset, I don't know, we, like, yeah. Is it a problem? Too bad, I like the idea, but makes sense if it made you this angry. Listen, I had like a 5-day break from Godot, came back to Godot, and the first thing that happens after 2 hours of using Godot, I get so angry that I almost wanna smash my desk into pieces. So, I just can't, man. I just can't. If it wasn't the case, if I was making good progress, then yeah, but holy, nah. Mad cause bad? No, 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 that has nothing to do with this, okay? We are missing one critical part in code, I'm fixing that now, but still we are missing one last thing. Maybe it looks good, but I don't think it will be looking good. Is this from scratch? Yeah, this is from scratch. This doesn't make sense. If we use an input size of 1080p, then we write into 480, and then we use an input size of 480, then the next Gaussian blur doesn't look like this. It doesn't look perfectly square. It looks stretched. If this is the input and we create this out of it, then the output is not a square, but it's a stretched. It's like this. It is literally this. It's stretched. It's not a square. Because the input is smaller. It is 480. You see this here at the bottom? And the input for this is 1080p. Unless I'm just gonna fix the shader. Maybe that works. We can't call it texture size because that exists. I don't know. Size or something. We just get size. I love this. I love OpenGL, man. I should have used this from the very beginning. Oh, I just love this. This is so good. There we go. There we go. Why are you complaining? Huh? Count, I see. One vector. Vulkan better? No. No. Nope. You're wrong. Godot bad? True. True. Input size? You wanna call it input size? Fine. Let's call it input size. How about output size? Because that's literally what we're dealing with here. God, I love programming. It's so great. Mm-hmm. Oh shit, I need to write my parents. Fuck. Shit. Okay, good. Totally forgot this. Render doc. Let's run this normally first. See how this looks. I don't even know why it shows up. Oh, it doesn't show up anymore. That is good. I think. Don't. So yeah, guys, unfortunately, I will not be able, as you might have noticed from the lengthy programming session today, unfortunately, I can't play Palworld today. I will probably have to play it tomorrow. Lengthy programming session? Shut your fucking mouth. Don't you sometimes think C is better than C++ and all its object-oriented things is useless? It's not useless. There's a reason why they exist, but I like keeping it simple because then my brain can focus on solving a problem, then finding the correct structure for what I want to do. Oh, that is... Hä? Shit. Come on, please, work. Uniforms. Output size is 0 all the time. It's not setting output size. I know why. I know why. That's why. I wasn't looking for this string. Smart through all this, all just subsequently in memory. More like Vulkan. Design pattern provide tested solutions to platforms, ignoring all of OOP because of the base is stupid. I'm not saying OOP is stupid. I'm just saying that it's easier for me if I don't use... Oh my god, yes. We have blur, guys. I don't know why it is drawing the blur. But we have le blur, guys. And it is in the middle. Blur. And the next task will be to merge this blur linearly into our image.